How you guys doing today? This is Jim from the Ugly Video Game Nerd. Got a little special present in from the mail, all the way from, I believe it was Hong Kong. Um, oh God, I'm not really that well with my international cities, but I'm kind of guessing from the name, Shenzhen Gudong Kong. Might be a little hard to show you, but try to get in the view here. Um, Yeah, it's gonna be a little backwards here, but I believe it came from Hong Kong or somewhere nearby Japan. But hey, this is a Japanese item, um, so it's gonna be pretty awesome. And for me, as a lover of this console, this being one of my favorite consoles of all time, I'm talking home consoles, because I'm kind of a stickler with my DS and my 3DS. They're really hard to pick just one because they're both amazing systems. So for home consoles, this tends to be one of my favorites, along with the Dreamcast. And this particular system I'm talking about happens to be the Super Nintendo. Yes, right here. I just received in the mail, guys. I'll show you the package. It is a Bluetooth Super Nintendo controller. And this will be my first unboxing. A few items I have recently purchased, such as my 25th, 30th anniversary Mario amiibo. He's staying in the box, along with this 8-bit Link figure I got. He stays strictly in the box. Um, so I was like, yeah, I want to post him up on my computer or something, make him stand out, look cool, but no. He's going to stay where he is and let him collect his value and, just cherish the item even more, so in case something ever happens, like somebody drops him or something, he breaks. I don't want to see that day ever happen. So anyways, this one definitely has to be unboxed because I'm definitely going to use this sucker. This works for, as you can see, I apologize, part of my camera is a little broken. Android, iOS, Mac OS, and Windows. So if you have Bluetooth on your laptop, your tower, notepad, whatever you want to call it, your basically home computer, it'll work. I do have to get an adapter because I have an older tower. The casing is a little older, but the inside is about a year old, but it still gets me around with certain games, that are out there. I'm not really a PC gamer that much. I mean, I kind of get some of the older ones. I find a Salvation Army or freebies online. I'll pick up and I'll play them, but I'm a console guy. I was raised a console guy. I always will be a console guy. Um, yeah, I did have a few years. I went and got into PC gaming, but it's a hit or miss for me nowadays. I really use the computer more so for hacks, ROMs, things like that. Because I would like to do some Let's Plays, but the really hard thing is all my game systems are not currently with me. They are back in my, well, not exactly hometown, but my stomping grounds where I used to live, my grandmother's. Um, so if you guys frat or freak because I use ROMs, well, guess what? I do own a pretty good stack of Super Nintendo games, NES, etc. I was a Nintendo fanboy since the 80s and will always be a Nintendo fanboy. Of course, I want to give rep to this shirt, Link Between Worlds. Great game. But getting to the point, um, gaming is just a hobby. It is a love for me. So, of course, this little toy here, as my roommate calls it, it's tons of fun. It'll be a blast to use. Um, my next check, I do plan on getting a handle for this that you hook your phone up, and underneath your phone, the cradle of your phone actually has a little cradle for the controller. So you could kind of turn your phone into a little TV of sorts. You know what I mean? If you're on the go, on the bus, at work, walking around, you don't have to fumble with everything, I gotta hold my phone a certain way. No, oh, I gotta hold the controller this way, or I gotta have my buddy hold the phone, or no, that nonsense is out the door because it just cradles into one item. I've seen videos of it being used. I've looked up comments, um, review videos, and it works perfectly. But of course, bills suck. What can you do? It's life. I can only deal with this for now. But I want to also make sure this does officially work and everything is okay with it before I put more money into it. Um, and I did spend about $35. I think shipping and handling cost like $5. It wasn't an eBay purchase, so I didn't get screwed on the shipping and handling. Of course, I got it direct from the supplier. Um, I cannot remember the name. It was like a random site. Of course, the company based on this box is totally different. It doesn't say the company's name, but if I can remember it, can find it, I'll put it up in the description for you guys so you can go about yourselves. If you like this, purchase yourself. Well, of course, you got this beautiful little box here. Looks nice. For just a Super NES controller, for real. I got a little description here talking about it. 30th anniversary Gamepad Pro Edition, supports Bluetooth and USB connection. I forgot to add that, guys. So even better, I can hook it up to my tower, no problem. But I got this right with my phone. Dual mode support, keyboard, and touchscreen simulation. So it has really good. It's really well done in the Bluetooth area. There is a 4080 mAh battery, ion battery. I'm not really great on my batteries, but I do know this is a really the top of rechargeable batteries. So this should do a pretty good charge, last for a while. I believe the site said up to 8 hours. So that's a lot of game time. Of course, that's compatible with iOS, Android, and Mac, just like the front. Programmable keys, so you could set say if you want to do XY for your jump in, your shoot, you can do it. You want to stick with the BA, like I tend to, stick with that. It's whatever of your choice, make it easier for your hands. Classic D-pad for shoulder button design. If right at the top it says 30th anniversary gamepad, it's going to be a given. The picture on the box shows it's got nostalgia. It looks exactly like a real Super Nintendo controller. I should grab mine, guys, but it's in the other room. But, I'm sure enough you've seen what a Super NES controller is and can compare this to a real Super NES controller. They're identical. It comes with the battery. It gives your temperature rating, like how, what temperature you should have it around. I'm not going to be able to play this in winter outside. I think it's only good to 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And in summer, if it gets way too hot, this one has a 95-degree temperature maximum. They give the Fahrenheit and Celsius. It even gives the humidity requirements, which is 5 to 95%. Not many people think about that when it comes to a lot of devices and such, but it can really be a huge factor in the quality of your device and how you're using it, because that moisture will get in there and really damage, which you don't want to happen. All right, I used to have issues when I used to go to work. Last winter, I used to walk and just listening to music on the way home with my phone. I would have issues, freeze up, and I had to blow it, get warmth on it, etc., etc. And I learned kind of the hard way. Luckily, my phone did not destroy because of that. But it still would pause by itself, or song would skip, or something, some nonsense, and it happened. So things to look out for, not just on this controller, but other devices as well. Always look at the back of the box. Know what you're going to use it for. Know what your environmental restrictions are. So you're more, you keep the quality maintained with your device, your item. Of course, since this is unboxing, let's start. Of course, you got the beautiful box, nice sleeve. I did open this already. I didn't open it all the way, but I just wanted to gander at the controller. So, but here we go. Now you get this little slip case there. You can see, just flimsy cardboard. This is a beauty. Now, once I saw this little case, oh my God, this is amazing. Very nice design, very nice quality. Keeps it pretty good. I'm going to try to get excuse me, here, I'm trying to get the little symbol there. It's a little rough to tell what it is, but it says 8BITDO, D-O. And it kind of looks to me like something from Kid Icarus on the NES, but if you guys can figure it out, by all means, comment away. I'd like to hear from you guys. Anyways, here we go. We're going to open up this beautiful box. It looks like, you can reuse it for jewelry or another controller, or maybe you got some toys or knickknacks you want to throw in there. Do you. You know what I'm saying? Me, this is where my baby's going to rest when it's not being used. And of course, we got the controller itself. Very nice on the styrofoam. Very heavy styrofoam. Keeps it intact, keeps it clean. This is the controller itself, as you can see. Just looks like your Super Nintendo controller. You see it says 8BITDO Gamepad, the company. And underneath it says Bluetooth controller. Just Super NES controller without saying Super Nintendo. And there's no cable here. I know the Super NES did come with wireless control, or did not come with wireless controllers, but they were available back in the day. I never owned one myself, but I was a fan of infrared. I knew a lot about infrared. That's why I really got into Bluetooth. Bluetooth is a very handy thing. Very handy. And I bet you somehow Wi-Fi is going to come in attack with devices. I have a feeling next few years. But it's always speculation. So you got the sensor right there for your phone. Doesn't get in the way of your L and R buttons. So very convenient unless you have really long fingers and for some reason your fingers cover more than the buttons. Then I would try something else or just go with a wire controller. But I know many you can use this for anything. Here's the back of it. It says 8BITDO, the company. Excuse me, we got the company. 8BITDO.com. And or you can Bing or Google, whatever, Yahoo it. It should be out there. And it has like an FC information, all the regulations, all that jazz. What are normally on controllers. Same old shit with this. Handy design. They have their own little symbol here in the back, etched in. Very nice. Very nostalgic. But also very distinct. So if you leave this to your friend's house and he goes, yo, you snagged my Super Nintendo controller. Lo and behold, it is a wireless. No, I didn't. I got my own. I got an 8BITDO. So, hey, I always had that issue with headphones. Mine looked the same as my friend's, and it was just a mix-up. So, this kind of gives a little distinction to your playing. It looks the same, but in reality, it's not exactly the same, which is very nice. So, beautiful controller. Very strong, from what it seems. Very hard pressed. The buttons, I have not played with this yet, so the buttons feel very comfortable. They did make the A and B buttons, I believe, like you can see with the X and Y, a little indented. I believe that's the same with the Super Nintendo. I haven't paid that much attention to detail to it, but otherwise, it makes it more comfortable. I like the outer edge, as you can see with the BA. It just feels more comfortable in my hands. This is more like a thumbstick and such. So, but I don't know. I'm going to mess around with it, see what comes to my liking. And till then, But it gives you options, for your playing. Because you don't really need all 4 buttons for every Super Nintendo game out there. Simply said. You can use 2 buttons for a lot of games. So it makes it a little more comfortable on your end. Gives you a choice and option for your comfortability and such. But let's get more into this beast. See the styrofoam there. We're going to take this out. See what else we got to play with. The packaging. Whoa. Okay. Just a simple little cardboard holder for all this excess here. We have some instructions. You can use the directional pad to zoom your games in. Oh, that's cool. I'm reading the back here. Right here says, everything is old again. Everything old is new again, which is cool. We'll fold out here. I'm not going to show too much of it. As I can see the instruction pad manual on the other back is in Japanese. Try to show you the best I can with it. I know it's a little tough with this camera and the lighting. I love, it's really hard to find a place in Finley here with great lighting. They don't always come out the best, but I do my best. But yeah, this is all Japanese, and then they got the English in the front, which is cool because us Americans, we're gonna love shit like this. I love shit that comes from Japan. I find way better, cooler stuff in Japan. Now with how big the internet is, I can snag, and I can get it cheaper too. That Mario amiibo that I have, these kids were eating it up for like $40-50. I paid $12.99, just the regular price of an amiibo for it. Oh, I slipped myself $4 in shipping and handling. So what? Just because it came from Japan doesn't mean it's Japanese. It actually do have the American one. And I have the rare one, believe it or not. The blue and brown as well. The brown one. But I know a lot throughout Facebook right now at the moment, kids are just snagging them up like candy, you know what I mean? They just want. And I'm like, hey, I already got one a couple months ago. After I got mad, my GameStop sold out of them. They were hard to snag. So I'm like, I'm going to do the next best thing. Go straight to Japan and go on the internet and snag me up one. And I'm very pleased, very happy with that. So it gives you different modes here. You could use this as a Wiimote. With the USB connection, you can also hook it up to your Wii. So, and Windows and such. So, overall, this controller is a multi-system controller. You don't have to just stick with your phone, stick with the Wii, stick with your computer, whatever you want to use. Have fun, have a blast. But on the go, like I am, it's perfect. Get into more stuff here. We got this little box here. I don't know. I'm guessing it comes with. This might. Oh, that's not. This is the USB. Ooh. It says old and new again. Kind of cool. Cool little thing, See these. Japan, you know what you're doing. You make everything look cooler than what it is. We get all the blunt crap, honestly, here in America. You guys get the Chibi Robo amiibo, for example. I'm sorry I talk so much about the amiibos, but you guys get some of the coolest shit and make your packaging phenomenal. Here we just get a box and freaking piece of cardboard on the back, covered in plastic, and there you go. Then I see you guys get all dazzled up with all your items, like give me all these cool boxes and shit, like I want to post this up in my my wall or something, you know? That's a cool looking box. Love this thing, by the way. But, see what we got here. This looks like something keychain deal. Ooh. I'm gonna have to look at the instructions, but I believe. Oh. This is like a magnetic keychain holder or maybe a cleaner or something for your phone. I'm not sure. I'll have to look into it. It does feel pretty heavy, so I'm a little scared that there's magnetism in it and it'll hurt my phone. So I'm not gonna. No, never put a magnet to your phone. Ever. It's the worst thing you could do because you're gonna lose a lot. But we're kind of running out of time here. Having. I always had trouble with these plastic, but I got something really cool for my keys that nobody's gonna know. Oh my god. Look how awesome this is, guys. Sorry, I'm looking for my camera here. There's the front of it. And look at the back. It's a keychain metal of sorts for the controller. It's FC30 for the happy memories of the olden days. It has the company's logo and name on it, that little cool creature guy little symbol. And on the back it says anniversary of FC July 15th, 1983. Which, lo and behold, guys, this is the Famicom controller. Of course, in Japan, are they going to show the NES? No, they're going to show the Famicom. But this is really cool to have on your keys. Unless they're really a gamer and know that they know what this means. It has the release date of the Famicom. Fucking, this touches my heart, owning this, and I'm even afraid to put this in my pocket. Of course, I want to show it off at work, It's really a nice metal keychain here. Sturdy. Comes with a big key ring. And it's really what's up. And I think thank you guys at 8BITDO for, offering that with the controller. That alone is, sure, somebody, it might be a collector's item. I don't know. But it just looks so awesome. Mad memories. I was born in '83 in August. A month and 10 days before when the Famicom came out. I was born the next month, at the end of August, 25th. So the Famicom was out when I was already born, but we didn't get the NES until '85. My dad that Christmas got me an NES. I was 2, turning 3, but I still gamed out. I was hitting that Atari at a year old. I picked up, played with the joystick, got my socks off with Pac-Man and Frogger and such. And then my dad see how much I love that thing. Well, got me the NES. He was like, "Yeah, something's gonna happen with this guy. I could see it." Well, 32 years later, 31. You want to be technical. Here I am, still having a love for gaming, and I thank you, Dad. Thank you to my uncle Walter for getting me into computers and electronics, and of course my grandfather, rest in peace. He died when I was only 6, but he was another one. He blessed me with a Game Boy in '89 for my birthday, and guys just keep feeding me, and look what I turned into. I wouldn't be doing this show. I don't know right now we don't have a lot of subscribers, but I give props to you guys who watch me and who do listen. Yeah, my quality isn't super greatest, but for you guys who do care, thanks. It really means a lot to me. But I do this also for some nostalgic reasons too. Look back years later, like, hey, maybe I still have those items, maybe I don't. Who knows? But I do plan on using this beast for for Let's Plays on my Android and my computer. Um, like I said, Super Nintendo was my favorite system. I've ran through most of the games, not beaten them all, but I've gotten pretty far. I am in the process of working on Earthbound. I just started a file. Um, I'm right in the intro, when you have to look for, not Porky's brother, excuse me, I forgot the name, but, when the meteorite first falls and such. So, I did save state just so I could get my recorder and start recording. If you guys miss it, there's other Earthbound videos, out there. But I'm going to do a full thing on the game. It's going to take me a while, but I want to do it for my love for Earthbound. I played 1, 2, and 3. Had to play a translation ROM of 1 and 3, which 1 just drove me insane. I still can only get maybe 15, about an hour into it, and I'm done. It is hard. I understand why they never sent it here, because it is very, very, very hard. But they're now working on Earthbound Beginnings for the Wii U on the Virtual Console. Maybe they'll make it easier for us Americans, because we're not that rough and tough with our games like you Japs are. Japanese people are. Damn, you guys take down those competitions too. Fucking mad props, guys. Proud of you for being such big gamers that you are and keeping the dream alive, for gaming and such. It is the best form of media out there. I know there's a lot of people in the movie and shit, but I want to interact with my movie. I want to take the story to another level, and so I want to go, you want to watch a movie, they go left. Well, I want to go right and see what happens, I love gaming. But, excuse me. There's the other box I'll show. Of course, just USB, simple. Just picture USB, and of course, what comes in it, that said box, a USB. Nice wrapper, keeps it intact, keeps it nice. Take your controller, bada bang, bada boom. Let me get this guy in its socket. A little tough. I wish it was a more formidable version of a micro SD or micro USB, excuse me, so I could be adapt it into my phone or other devices. But it's pretty slimline. Of course, you hook it up to your computer. You're good to go for Super Nintendo. We got some ROM hacks. You want to play a little Nintendo with this beast. I would suggest this for 64, excuse me. You can even manage to work with Sega Genesis or TurboGrafx. Atari. Excuse me, guys. Table. Slipped down the table there. Whatever your forte is, this is a multi-use controller. I know there's some people think, you can only use Super Nintendo controllers for Super Nintendo. That's not the case. I've used a NES controller. It was a retro controller they sold for PlayStation 2. And if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't have beaten some of the games I've beaten with the 64. The PlayStation 2. Excuse me. It was really nice. I went through 3 of them. The only thing is, they were crappy quality. They didn't last that long. They shorted out. But, hey, all I can say is, found them at Target. You know what I mean? Like, they did their job. They made me happy. But I just wish they had a better quality. I can't remember the name, the brand. I believe it was like Interact or Mad Cats that made it. So it was a third party, of course, but it was pretty cool playing certain games with an NES controller. So, like, getting on your Grand Theft Auto. Believe it or not, The D-pad is really good for Grand Theft Auto 3. I know it sounds strange, but I found it very useful. It took me a while to, excuse me guys, this phone's a little jerky here and doesn't want to stay. We have people like neighbors are making the floor shake, so anyways, so I loved it, you know, I wish I still had it. Yeah, but of course I didn't bring it with me because my third one that's lasted me for so long, God blessed it, and I don't want anything to happen to this one because I've never seen them again, and I'm sure they're probably outrageous prices now for retro gamers and such. Retro gaming got big all of a sudden. You know, it's vintage now, so everybody's gonna want snag what they don't have, you know, and it's it would be one day I'd like to bring it back to show you guys for the ugly video game nerd, but who knows when that day will come. Anyways, so, but if you guys do find one, I'm sure you're pretty dependable. Just don't expect much, you know, and do not slam this sucker on the ground like I did one time. I saw mine going to pieces after just getting mad and one little crack, it was done for. That was my first one. The second one just had short. Third one still works. And I love it. But, of course, it's not with me at this time. But where it is, it's in good hands. And it's pretty kept safe. So, guys, game on. Enjoy your retro gaming. Keep the passion alive. You know, I'd like to see Nintendo World Championships be revived for the generation now or the next generation to pick up Mario Brothers and do some speed runs. See how I know there's that teens play or whatever show on YouTube. You know, I watched a few of them with the one video they did. They brought in a bunch of kids playing, showing the Nintendo, and they're like, what is this? And I'm like, I just want to, you know, go into my computer screen and just, this is, you know, like, these kids were baffled. Literally baffled. I think the name of the channel was like Teens Play. It's really popular, so sure, check it out on YouTube. And I am a fan of the show. It's kind of cool to look back because I do know some younger kids in this area of the city, and showing them what gaming used to be for me is totally different than what they're doing now. They're all Call of Duty this and Minecraft that, you know. But my niece was the first one I introduced retro gaming to. She's now 10. She's now 10, so when she was, I'm talking 2, 3, I showed her the NES, and I showed her how different, you know, Mario was, being all pixelated and blocky, to what he is now. He's all full 3D rendered, CGI, the whole 9 yards, computer generated, nothing like it used to be. And now she is taking the gaming alive, and she's carrying on the legacy. So I kind of finally started my whole family thing, you know, with gaming. So who knows? Maybe her kids will get into retro gaming. Maybe they'll be gamers. I don't know, but it'd be cool to keep the passion alive, not just for my family, but also for yours and generations further. You know, because you never want to forget when you first picked up that Super Mario Brothers, you know, cartridge, put in your system, and it was like, what is this? You know, getting Super Mario Bros. 3 the night before it was released. My dad got me. He went all the way out to New Hartford, which was about a 20-minute drive from my house at the time. And this is back in the late 80s. Comes home and, you know, he comes home at like 1 o'clock with the game. I dropped on the floor. Like, it wasn't until about 4 or 5 that I got done. And I whizzed past World 1 through 4. And I kept going for months. Months. I just couldn't stop. Like, it was such a phenomenal game, doing many replays over and over, trying to find all the secret whistles and all the secret spots and all that. It was awesome. And it really meant a lot to me back then. So, it's just one story for me. I have many more. You'll probably be hearing more about them. Just comment, subscribe to keep up on the videos. I'm trying to do them as much as possible. Just environment that I'm in right now is a little tough. You know, a lot of distractions and outside noise and such. But I'm trying to do my best to keep you guys, you know, being the next one. I don't say I'm going to make it huge. Like, you know, Matt Pat and James Rolfe, Pro Jared, Andre, the Black Video Game Nerd. You know, you guys made it. You're getting into different media networks such as Nickelodeon. Pro Jared was on the latest Nintendo Direct. You guys are making it, and I give mad props to all you guys. From being, I'm a little guy, you are gamers at heart, and I feel for you, and I thank you because I watch your shows, you know, along with the Completionist. Sorry, I can't remember your name off the top of my head, but man, it'd be great to meet you one day. I used to be a Completionist myself, but with time constraints, it's a little hard. But I would love to meet all you guys, you know, one day in my life, and you're like celebrities as to me as people who watch wrestling or are into, you know, AAA actors and such. Well, you guys mean more to me than some other people, you know, that consider each other celebrities. Even bypass a couple of musicians. I know it sounds weird because I'm a music nut. Love metal and punk and hip hop, but you know, I have a huge love for music. And you can also check out, I might put an annotation up, might put in the description. Depends on how much time I have. I just want to push this video out to show you guys. But anyways, check out the Hi-Fi Smoke Sessions with me and my buddy Nick. He's not always on it, but once in a while I'll pop in. We used to do it together a lot, but now I'm kind of going solo on it and trying different direction with it. But aside from that, just do your thing. Till next time, comment, subscribe. You know the rundown. You get it from everybody else. I'm not going to repeat, but you know what to do. So, enjoy gaming, keep it retro, and till next time, this was the unboxing of the Bluetooth Super NES controller. Peace, guys, and have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. If you don't, spend some time with family and friends.